thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about everything crypto daily, jumping right into the market. Today in crypto, Bitcoin pullback. We talked about this 3 days ago. We said Bitcoin lost this key level. We do not want to see a bearish retest of this level. Bitcoin got rejected. Big test failed. Bitcoin 4-hour bearish retest completed. Now what, Chris? Now, that's $1 million question. Like, you know how many double bottoms you get possibility wise? I mean, there's so many possible double bottoms. Look at this one, possible double bottom, but then it just rolled over, right? You get in a downtrend, you have tons of possible double bottoms. I mean, you're hoping for a double bottom here, some type of bounce, right? Some type of relief bounce. But there's long-term downside ideas for Bitcoin. Everything changes if Bitcoin can break above and hold 53,000. We see Bitcoin 4-hour chart. This is another look at it. We talked about this key directional changing resistance is resistance again, and dump the price of Bitcoin. If you've been watching this channel, there is nothing surprising about what's happening because it's been talked about time and time again, right? This is not anything. The bulls didn't show up. Okay, and we're going to talk about some news that potentially isn't amazing for the market, but the technical pattern here, it just hasn't been bullish. It's just not. It's downtrend. Bitcoin is in a downtrend. I've got some amazing shout outs to give in my trading group. We got 5,900 subscribers in the group for a reason. This person started with $500 and now has $1,000. This person made $31,350 in 10 days on Kucoin gem picks. This person 40x their money since they joined the group 8 months ago. $2.94 million in crypto. 40x'd your money. I'm going to make sure you're in the best, most profitable trading setups. And right now, if you sign up, it's 60% off, 6 months or 12 months. I will help you make a ton of money in this market. Remember, you go over to the website, cryptorev.net. Pays for itself. It's a no-brainer, cryptorev.net. If you go down into the description of this video, there's a link take you directly to this website. Remember, if you have any questions, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. This is KCS. I posted this chart previously. We're up 14x. Compared it to BNB when it was $1.82. This is BNB. We're up 19x on BNB. A Reddit co-founder was talking about investing in crypto on the news. They're also talking about the invisible universe where you create characters first, release them on social media if people like them, and only then would you make the movie. Characters will be released as NFTs on Web 3.0. Actors like Serena Williams, Jennifer Aniston, Will Smith would be the NFT possibility. So kind of a cool idea. I mean, definitely there's underlying ideas in this market right now which are completely different than they've ever been. Like, we're seeing mainstream adoption happen, right? Like years ago when I was first in this space, we hoped for any of this news. WhatsApp, part of Facebook, right? Facebook owns WhatsApp, implements crypto transactions. So this is one of the biggest messaging applications. WhatsApp by Meta, used to be Facebook. Facebook changed their name to Meta, Metaverse. I mean, it's all happening right here. Now, Bitcoin price doesn't reflect this. This is going to work inside WhatsApp using the Novi wallet. You'll be able to send and receive crypto. Huge. China's Evergrande, they default on their dollar debt. So this was talked about previously. Probably priced into the traditional markets a little bit. However, they're rolling over. We'll talk about that in a second. But the development here, China's Evergrande defaulting on the dollar debt, marks the beginning of the end for this 25-year sprawling real estate empire. Basically, now there's going to be a battle of people fighting over their share of what's left. So Chinese government is obviously concerned because they've got to prevent a debt crisis in the property sector from spreading like wildfire. So again, not amazing for, I thought traditional markets would dump more than they have, and they have started to reverse. We'll look at that in a second. Polygon acquires ZK rollup startup MIR protocol for $400 million. Zero knowledge proofs, right? ZK proofs. It's an important scaling solution. MERS, M-I-R, their system generates recursive zero-knowledge proofs that allow many Ethereum transactions to be verified with a single tiny proof. The idea is they're trying to speed up Ethereum. So Polygon Matic runs on top of Ethereum, right? And then this idea would essentially give a scaling solution to Polygon Matic. And so Matic's doing a lot of the right things. I mean, it pulled back today. We talked about, buying opportunities on the pullback, something to watch. I mean, Bitcoin has to show some signs of bullishness for this to play out, but understand that they're trying to, they being developers, they're trying to scale, like they're trying to do things they've never done before. When a project's new, it's real easy to paint this picture like, dude, we're going to do this. We're going to change the world. We're going to do all these great and amazing things. And they're going to sell you pipe dream after pipe dream after pipe dream. But with Ethereum, as an example, the number 2 largest cryptocurrency, like they can't scale. They don't know how to do it. They don't. It's never been done before. Right. And so this technology has to continue. This is software. And it has to continue to be developed. And this is a bottleneck for mainstream adoption because clearly paying $25, $50, $100 a transaction on Ethereum is not going to work for mainstream adoption. So this scaling idea, when it gets worked out, you'll see, number one, it gives a lot of these other smaller blockchains the opportunity to compete with Ethereum, right? And so you're seeing like BNB, Polygon, Binance Smart Chain. There's a lot of opportunity, ADA potentially, for these cryptos to compete with Ethereum. And that's where they're drawing on their value proposition to the rest of the market. And it'll be interesting to see how this turns out, blockchain in general. But yeah, Mir on this, I posted in this group, I'm like, dude, this thing mega pumped, right? It was up about 30% real quick. And I said, don't chase this. But I was just explaining, like, this is a big deal because Polygon, like, dude, so I'm pretty bullish on Polygon. And obviously, Bitcoin has to, I mean, you could be so bullish on these altcoins, but if Bitcoin doesn't cooperate, like, it's not going to be a necessarily good ending, right? But these strong altcoins that I've been talking about over the past week are the coins, the strongest coins right now that don't look like Bitcoin or approaching all-time highs. Like, these are the coins that are going to outperform the market. If they're outperforming the market now, they're going to outperform the market when Bitcoin starts to bounce. But it's very important. Until you get a major reversal out of Bitcoin, it's hard to hold these coins. It's hard to hold these coins in a Bitcoin downtrend because typically these USDT paired altcoins are trending lower as well. Microsoft leads $27 million early stage funding in crypto startup Palm NFT Studio. Huge name, Microsoft. NFTs. How many big names in NFTs? We saw Ubisoft, right, with Tezos this week. I mean, there's so many big names getting into NFTs. Adidas. It's amazing. This is going to change the world. People don't see it. Obviously, Bitcoin's price action right now doesn't reflect what's happening. This groundswell of complete innovation that's going to take over the world, and we're going to be ready to take advantage of it. So the most important thing and the biggest problem that people have in this market is they FOMO into the top, and you have to see things before they happen, right? Right now, there's a lot of things that aren't doing amazing price-wise, right? You can't always associate price with success, right? You want to, but the value is still there, but Bitcoin tanks the prices. But you have to know what to buy when this market takes off, right? And so that is what you have to work on when you're new in this space, is understanding that if you don't buy the red candles, you don't have anything to sell when it's green. Because I guarantee what's going to happen is when this market takes off again, the general herd is going to deny. You know, they're going to be bearish and this market. And then next thing you know, they're like, can't believe all the green, and they're chasing these green candles. So one thing about this Palm NFT Studio that's cool is they have co-founder Joseph Lubin. That should be an important name that you remember, because Joseph Lubin was one of the co-founders of Ethereum. Okay, Microsoft and the co-founder of Ethereum are in on this Palm NFT Studio. Write this down on your whiteboard. Let's research this. Let's find out what they're doing, because the probability to success for this Palm NFT Studio to be successful, clearly they have a lot of things going for them. If you've got this huge early stage funding, co-founder of Ethereum and Microsoft are backing this project, right? So write this down and make some notes. Justin Sun comes out and he said, hey, we're planning something big. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is something about BTT, BitTorrent. Point is, keep an eye on BTT, Justin Sun's ecosystem, because when his coins move, potentially they can move together. SPX, dude, I've been watching this and it's crazy. The SPX has been a leading indicator for Bitcoin, right? Had this double bottom and Bitcoin had some upside. You see this starting to put in a local top where this is your high and then it double topped and broke to the downside, right? So if this is your lower high, I mean, this is not a good sign as far as downside. I mean, you need this to break out, retest. So what's a good gauge of what's happening realistically in the American economy? Investments in companies and corporations, the Standard & Poor's 500 index. So, I mean, do you think that the United States economy is ready to break out and go to all-time highs? Now, I saw today on Twitter where they signed they're raising the debt ceiling. They're ready to keep pumping. I mean, the reason why all this is even possible right here, the reason why all this crazy run-up is even possible is they just keep pumping fiat into the system, right? And so they've created this giant bubble and they just want to keep pushing it. So if this thing breaks out, you know, it could be good for Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance. And so this is cool. And I come back to this time and time again because I really want you to get this, because this has made me millions of dollars, period. And understand that what I look for when I'm looking for an altcoin season, I want to see Bitcoin dominance get wrecked, like larger cap altcoins, right? So as an example, we're going to overlay Ethereum on this chart. There's going to be a blue line. When Bitcoin dominance got completely wrecked, you saw a parabolic upside out of Ethereum, right? This is Ethereum's run to previous all-time highs, probably about 4,000. Then Ethereum got completely wrecked. And so if we just mark this with a vertical line, just to see what Bitcoin dominance did down here, we come down here just to see, you see how this thing bounced, Bitcoin dominance bounced and Ethereum got wrecked. So the idea is we're looking for a move out of larger cap altcoins, Ethereum especially, based on directional changes here. Now, it's not amazing. When this thing bounces, when this thing bounces, normally it means pullbacks for Ethereum. So you don't want to see, if you're an Ethereum holder, you don't want to see a bounce here. You want to see this break lower and then altcoin season. So we're paying attention to this. I'll keep you updated. This is GALA USDT. So this GALA had a pretty decent move to the upside earlier today. The important part is you want to pick this up on a support retest, but I mean, it's so tough to trade these altcoins when Bitcoin's just super choppy. Well, what's possible is that Bitcoin does nothing over the weekend, and normally you see these altcoins move best on the weekends, right? So we're looking for potentially some trading opportunities in these altcoins if Bitcoin moves sideways for the weekend. So GALA is one of those coins where it had some upside. It's bouncing at support. Bitcoin needs to just stabilize and do nothing and not roll over. Bitcoin rolls over, it messes up the altcoin setups. Period. Like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment in the comment box. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.